my goodness. We got Lola in the building. Like, we did this already. Everybody, all right, so this is going to be like an interesting, like, little start to this show right here. We actually just got done recording.
Yeah, it was a bomb episode too.
It was a really, really bomb episode. And like, it was like 50 minutes long and everything. And come to find out, our mics were muted the whole entire time.
Yeah.
So leave it to me, though. I take the L on this one. But Lola, being so dope, she said, well, let's do it again. Let's knock it out. So, you know, man, I'm super grateful for that. But we talked about some dope ass shit. So we're going to talk about some of that dope ass shit once again.
Yes.
All right. So we were talking about her acting. She recently has been getting into the acting world, and tell us about it.
Yeah. So I actually got into it a long time ago. Like, my first movie was like over 10 years ago. So I did Oz the Great and Powerful. And that kind of kickstarted my interest. Loved everything about film, like the whole behind the scenes, how the magic behind it. But I've always had a job that I was prioritized. So, like, when it came to gigs and opportunities, I only took them if I could because work. And now, this year, I left my job back in January. So this year is like where I'm like serious about it. Like, this is like my career now. Like, I'm getting headshots. I'm working on my resume. I want to send shit into casting agencies. I want to send in stuff. I want to be an influencer or whatever, you know. Like,
Yeah.
so this year I'm like taking it serious. But I've been in the biz for like 10 years.
Everything's like coming together, it seems like.
Yeah.
But you're putting in the work.
I'm putting in the work, and I finally just decided that that's what I want to do. You know, is that I think I created blocks. So it was that fear of the unknown kind of thing. You know, I wasn't ready to jump in. It was like fear of failure, fear of success, you know, just the unknown. And now I don't care what happens from it. I'm going to at least try.
What made you say, you know what, the time is now?
I felt it for a long time. I felt like I was ready, like, to leave my job. I was there for 8 years. It was one of those, I was ready for something new. Like, I just feel it in my body. My boss and I, it was a stupid fight, but it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And I was like, this is the universe saying, like, it's time. Like, you have to let go of what no longer serves you to attract everything that's meant for you.
Right.
So
the law of attraction is real.
Exactly. And we talked about all this crap.
I know, man.
Manifesting.
I know.
And law of attraction. I told him the story. So I just got off of a film. It was a really cool opportunity. I got it because a friend couldn't take it and he passed the job on to me. And I was telling him how I think I manifested it with affirmations because I tried to flip the narrative thanks to advice from a friend. And I started creating these specific affirmations that I am a celebrity. I am famous. When people stare at me, it is because I am somebody. People stare at me the way they stare at celebrities. And a week later, I swear to God, a week later after starting these affirmations, I got the call. I was like, do you want this role in a movie? Like, let's send the director your headshots. And then I got it.
And then you got it.
And then I got it.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And then let's tell them about, because we already spoke about it. Like, it was so nice, like, hearing these things for the first time.
I know,
like,
that
for myself.
Because we were like, let's wait to talk until we start the podcast.
Yeah. But it's nice, like, having that conversation for the first time. But now I'm like, all right, now we're talking to the people.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe we had to get rid of the ones that were.
No. Maybe that was the universe saying, we got to talk to the people. It was constructive criticism
and not
from the universe. That's something that actually I want to bring up right now that we didn't bring up before, is that you have to pay attention to the signals.
Yeah.
You have to recognize when there's a sign that just comes out of nowhere and you're like, I have to listen to this sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
You're right though. A lot of people, they miss the signs, they miss the signals.
Or they don't, and they notice the signal, they see the signal, but they ignore the signal.
Yeah.
And then they go the opposite way, and they're like, oh snap.
You could be right. I was thinking that was the universe saying, y'all can't be talking about this, because we were talking about some conspiracy
We were
shit.
talking about conspiracy stuff.
So I was like, it's the universe telling us y'all ain't ready. But,
I know.
I mean,
man.
that kind of makes sense. I don't know.
But people do like falling into rabbit holes when they're listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the rabbit hole. So you know,
For sure.
the POF pod is the rabbit hole. I don't know. maybe not. Let's do a footmercial. Hey. Yeah. The footmercial it just kind of came about.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah. It was. I think a fan of the show actually, they said something like footmercial, and I started running with that. I've been getting
cool.
I've been getting a lot of jewels from you fans out there.
Good looking out, guys.
I just got a new sound bite a few episodes ago. I had a fan in the comments, and they said 2 words and had me damn near in tears laughing. All right. So during a footmercial, somebody in the comments, shout out D Cot, that was his name, D Cot. He said, I'm hard. And when he said that, I'm just like that. Like I could just imagine like a dude like saying, I'm hard. And like I don't know, like maybe it was a you had to be there thing, but I was like in tears of laughter. Seriously, like how do you like just come on here and leave a comment and say I'm hard?
I love that. No fucks given, no shame. I respect that.
Yeah, man. Just owning your truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh shit. That actually reminds me of that show Manifest. Since we're talking about a lot of Manifest, did you see that?
I did. I thought it was gonna be. I really liked the first episode or the first season.
Don't spoil it for me. I didn't finish the season yet. But
well, I thought it was gonna be a little more on the spiritual side. It was just one of those shows where I was like, okay, I'm kind of over it now. It gets to that place where it's like they keep going. Where like you don't really need to, but whatever.
I get what you're saying. Like you thought it was going to be more along the lines of what we feel like manifestation is.
How we were talking about in the last episode, you know, the law of attraction and stuff. And it's a cool show. I just thought it was gonna be different.
Right.
Oh my God, there's a show that I obsessed with. If you're into all this stuff, the OA. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
Tell me about it.
I don't even know. So it's like parallel universes and all this crap that we're into. I don't even know how to talk about it without like giving away the show, but it's it's 2 seasons. I literally binged watched it. Like I think in 2 days I finished season 1. It's a real, if you're into parallel universes and all this kind of stuff.
So it's OA.
Yeah, the OA.
I'm totally into parallel universes.
Yeah, this girl hops from parallel universes and she winds up, so she gets kidnapped and oh my God. I don't even know how to describe it with making it make sense. You just got to watch it.
Isn't it crazy that so many shows and movies these days are about parallel universe?
Yeah, because people are waking up.
That's what it is. People are waking up.
But I also wonder, like, I talked to my friend about this, how we were just talking about how attracting like-minded, like I feel like I come into a lot more people are into this stuff. Has it always been there and just now I'm just more aware of it because now I'm waking up? Or is it that there's more of it out there?
I think that it's just becoming more and more apparent. Like the
You think
signs
so?
and the signals are there. More people
Yeah.
are becoming awakened, and their realities are starting to come together.
Yeah.
Like what we were talking about in the episode that is never going to come out because it's muted the whole time. But we were talking about how like our realities are something that we create ourselves, right?
Yes.
And it's something that it's like you mentioned like I could just be a part of your reality and
Oh
you
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. We were talking about like if, for instance, if I don't want to say God, I don't want to piss anyone off, but in a form, in a God sense, if this
Mhm.
is my reality, like I created everything, if everything's a fragment of me, so you show up because this is your purpose in
Uh-huh.
my life. And, I've got my friends and they show up when I need them. How do you know that at this moment, anything, anybody, anything outside of this room exists? You have no proof.
There was something I wanted to say on the other one that I didn't say, and now I'm thinking about it again. Oh my gosh, I'm having deja vu. Oh shit. Like we're having some trippy shit happen right now. Like that never happened before. But anyways, all right. So I was driving, I was driving on a long drive a few days ago, right? To
Mhm.
go get this damn cat. Just little fucking bald cat. But anyways, this cat, all right, no, not this cat, excuse me. On the drive, have you ever noticed when you're driving and you can see like a lot of the road ahead of you, but if you can like look as far as you can on the road, it looks like the road is like the same color as the sky. Like it's almost like the road isn't there. It's like for some reason it's like the same color as the sky. I don't know how to
Uh-huh.
explain it, but like you're looking down the road and as far as you can see, but then like some of the road like almost looks like a mirage type of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
the color of the sky. And then it made me think like, damn, my eyes could only see up until that point, and then the road ahead it looks kind of like the sky because like my eyes just can't see that far. What if the sky is that color and the sky looks like the sky to us because we can't really see what's really out there, and it's
Oh.
like a mirage to us. Our eyes can't even comprehend and take in what's really out there.
Oh, I'm sure. Have you Okay, I'll just say that I have done mushrooms a couple of times, and the last time
Oh
I did it,
snap.
but I do them with now, like when the last time I did it with intention, like, trying to get spiritual, but like it's your eyes, yeah, you can only see so much. And when I did the mushrooms, it's like it opens it so much where like you see things breathing, and it's amazing how little we can actually see. And don't they say there's like X amount of colors, but we only have this much of a spectrum and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good concept.
And they say that the reason why we can't see interdimensional beings, aliens, aka aliens or what have you.
Hmm.
I'm not calling you all aliens, by the way, so don't come and abduct me or nothing. Um, like the reason why we can't see them though is because our eyes just don't have the ability.
Yeah. So so there's a term a friend about interesting theory. Like, what if ghosts are just people in either like a parallel universe or alternate reality, and we can't? It's like our realities cross, but we just can't like see them. Our eyes can't. Or how do you describe something that you don't have language for yet?
Right.
So, like, is that like just what a ghost is? It's just something that we haven't created. I don't know. Am I making sense?
You are
Okay.
totally.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm
Something to do with
following
all
you.
that.
No,
Okay.
because as you know by now, I'm totally into all this shit.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to explain.
That's the hard part. Because we don't have the language to explain it.
Right. But I don't know how to explain the night that I was laying in bed and it felt like something was protruding my mouth and it was like, no, I'm just fucking with you. Oh, just kidding. Oh, haha, jokes. Huh? I need somebody to laugh here. We do a laugh track. You seen Scary Movie, didn't you? You remember that part?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was some funny shit right there. I think for Halloween I'm gonna get a scream mask and I'm gonna wear the scream mask while podcasting. You
That'd
think
be
that'd be
dope.
cool? Would it?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, kind of not.
Screams. I don't know. I did see a meme that was like, I'm this year's old. Remember the Scream mask where you had the little pump and it like pumped the blood through it? I was like, oh damn, I remember that.
Have you heard of the Mandela effect?
Yes. Yeah, it's where like you believe, or like people remember things differently, right? Like the Berenstain Bears.
Yes.
I've heard that. I actually thought that maybe, because I swear for the longest time I thought that before they opened, is it Area 51?
Yes.
15? I thought it
wait,
was like
which
a
one?
weed place. And then my other friend thought it was too.
Right.
And then it's not. But we're like,
it's like some EDM.
Yeah, I was like, so we were like, oh, is that Mandela effect maybe? You know,
Maybe
the reality
it
is a
is.
weed spot. We could have swore it was like a dispensary.
There's a lot of shit that keeps on coming out. Like Whoopi Goldberg's real name is not Whoopi Goldberg. Did you know that? Or Jamie Foxx's real name is not Jamie Foxx.
That's normal though in Hollywood.
Is it?
Yeah, people have. My real name's not Lola. They don't want stalkers. No offense, but
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they use fake names, or they use like Brad Pitt. I think his name's William. Like a lot of times they'll use like a middle name instead of for their first or for their last. Yeah. That's very common in Hollywood. They don't use their real name.
My name isn't really Daddy, so and let's do a foot marshal.
Yeah, I don't think that counts under Mandela effect.
Hey, there's some good ones though.
What is it? Is it Bob Marley? Or no, it's not Bob Marley, but it's one of those like reggae dudes like dying and then, but no, he's actually still alive. Like you can remember his death. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know exactly what reggae artist you're talking about. There's a few different ones that are. There's some weird shit like that.
Yeah, like some people remember him dying, but they're not dead.
Well, the reason why the Mandela effect is called the Mandela effect is because a lot of people remember the dude Mandela like dying in prison.
So maybe that's what I'm thinking of, Mandela.
I think, yeah, and he was like, from South Africa or somewhere in Africa, and they remember him going to prison and dying, but then he never really did, and that's the whole reason why they call it the Mandela.
Yeah, okay,
effect.
that's the one I'm referring to. Yep.
Yeah, and so there's something called Cern, right? And oh man, everybody, we're gonna have to cut this podcast short, but it's all good though, man.
Y'all like it, let him know, and maybe I'll come back and we'll do it live.
Man, you all better let her know, because I really want her to come back, because we got to redeem. We need some redemption. We had a 50-minute podcast.
I know. I feel like there's still so much we got to talk about.
I know. There really is. But just to kind of complete what I was talking about, I didn't smoke today. I'm so serious. What was I just talking about?
We were talking about the Mandela effect, and then you talked about something I can't remember just because I'm not familiar with it, not because I wasn't listening.
I was talking about Cern. Yes. So Cern supposedly, and we'll end the podcast with this right here. Unfortunately, 20-minute podcast today. Ugh. Anyways, not unfortunately. So Cern. All right, in 2012, they said that this company, Cern, they used 2 huge colliders and actually ended the world. And I know, just listen. You haven't heard of this, have you?
Mm-mm.
All right, so when you go home later, I want you to look up Cern, but look it up on DuckDuckGo. Don't go on Google, because Google filters everything that we look at, right? All right, so it's called Cern, and they use these huge fucking colliders and basically ended the world. But we've been living in a parallel universe for the last 9 years, and this is why like shit has been going so haywire, and it's been seeming crazier and crazier the more the years go. That's why there's pandemics, and just like everything seems haywire. That's why the president was a celebrity dude, Trump, and like all that stuff, right? It's like just seems crazy. It's because supposedly the world actually ended in 2012.
And wasn't that like the prediction that it was
from the Mayans? Yep.
Oh.
Anyways, y'all,
I have to look at that now.
We will end the podcast with that today. Thank you so much, Lola, for coming on. Like I'm so thankful for you, for real, and thank you for allowing us to get a little bit of redemption while we had the opportunity to.
Well, if they want me to, I will come back and do another one.
I sure hope so. All right, well, let's take us out with a foot commercial, baby.